Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonky Kook here, aka the Lonely Achievement God, and today we're coming at you with what should be the final part of our 100% achievement walkthrough for Calico. One quick thing before we begin. You may have noticed, maybe you didn't, but I actually did Steve's quest out of order. You're supposed to grab that display case earlier. I don't know what Safina's doing to my cat, but you're supposed to grab the display case before you do the construction cat thing, and I forgot to do it. As you saw, it didn't really affect our flow too much, so, but you should stick to my directions a little better than I am. I just have most of what we need to do memorized, so I remembered that I did it out of order and was able to remember what I needed to do, and that we would be going back, so... I'm not going to delve deep into anything again. If you have any concerns about the playthrough, go back to the first 10 minutes of part 1 where I explain most of that stuff. We are going to continue from where we are. Again, we're going to teleport back to our cafe. One second. If you have not received the cake recipe or any of Oliver's, run upstairs and sleep. Because we're going to be heading into town to talk to Maribel, and we can check Estelle's shop then. So, get on Calico. And we're actually almost done with Calico. We will be getting Horsey pretty quick here. And Horsey is significantly faster. But... if you see Oliver, I actually don't know where he's going. But if you see Oliver, always check his inventory, but he runs all over the place now. So it's going to be more difficult to, sleep and find him. But once you get the broom, you can fly instantly to wherever he is, so it's much faster to focus on that in the end game. So run over. If you need Estelle, go ahead and talk to Estelle to look for cake. Otherwise, talk to Maribel about something. We'll give her the plush and advance the quest. And now we are going to return to Lee immediately to turn that in. Once again, make sure you know where Lee is at. He appears to still be in that 3rd street, so... we'll run over to him, tell him we did the thing, and that will finish that quest, and then chat with him again to get another quest. He bought some things online and they don't fit, and instead of returning them, he's just going to have you deliver them to other people on the island. So, return to the cafe. Again, you can run inside and sleep to check Estelle's inventory if you want. But if not, we're going to head over to Poppy. One of Lee's shirts is for Poppy, so we're going to get that delivered. So go ahead and run up the stairs and chat with Poppy, or if he's in the backyard, wherever he may be. I wanted to talk to you about something in the shirt from Lee, and that advances that portion of the quest. You may notice there is now a large staircase back behind Poppy's house that leads to Clover Coast. Stairs are for losers, though, so jump right off. Straight ahead should be a cat. Go ahead and pick up Vibes, the cat, and press B to put them on your head. To the right, you will see a large ferret. That is Kovu, the ferret, and we are going to grab them. And then to the left of Kovu is Horsey. Pick up Horsey follow me, mount Horsey, go to the Animal tab, and return Calico to Rome, and then north of where you are, almost directly between the stairs and the lighthouse, is a tiny little dog. Patch the dog. Just pick them up and drop them and get back on your horse. For now, we're going to skip the lighthouse, and we will be diving off the edge of the cliff over here onto the beach. Up this direction will be a pig. Go ahead and pick up Piggles 3. And let me just double check. Yep, add them to the cafe. Right by the beach umbrella here is Loaf the cat, so make sure you grab them. And Horsey 2, the sequel, is the horse's name, so pick them up and drop them. And further down the beach here is Piggles 2 and Piggles 1, so make sure you get both of them as well, or you cannot pick them up. That works too. Once you get them, head back up onto your horse. Actually, also open up your Animals tab. That will get you the animal type for animal charmer for meeting every type of animal on the island. As I said, those don't pop until you go into the menu. I apologize, that would have happened with the first pig. But head back up to the lighthouse and introduce yourself to Kai. First, introduce yourself, and you will immediately talk about reaching Golden Grove. If you remember the giant cat butt in the log, this is where it comes in handy if you ran over there. You would normally have to run over there to check the log here. But since we already ran over there, we are able to choose giant cat butt as a dialogue option. That means we can skip the quest right ahead to the next objective, and if you didn't, you would have to run all the way back to the log and then come all the way back to Kai. Real quick, if you had to do that, though, as you can see, that cliff there, that is right below where the mountain and Lily's butt is, that cliff used to have an invisible barrier, so you could run up to the cat butt and then just jump off the cliff now to get to the lighthouse. It's a little bit of a shortcut if you have to go back. We do not. We already did that. So what we're going to do... Oh, they're all running off together. Let me just make sure where we're at here. We actually needed to chat with Kai, and she just ran off, so... I'm not sure where she's going. That bridge isn't open. This is fun. Chat with Kai, if you can, and say, I wanted to talk to you about something, to give Kai the sweater from Lee. Chat with Kai again, if you can. Oh my gosh, this is fun. Okay, so it's hard to see, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to the cafe and sleep. Because that's really dumb. I'm not sure what's going on there. we're not going to mess with it. Normally, you would just talk to Kai immediately and get all those quests done. For some reason, Kai's AI decided it was a good idea to float in the middle. So actually, what you're going to do is just hop down here. And hop down here again. And like I said before, if you had to come re-trigger the cat butt, then you would just do this. We're running into trees that are invisible. Isn't this fun? And you would have to run up against the cat button again. But now this invisible wall isn't here, so you can just jump right off and get back to the lighthouse faster. Okay, Kai made it back. Lily is just stuck, and Oliver are both just stuck there. Thankfully, Kai isn't. So chat with Kai. Ask if she needs anything. You have to be careful about the dialogue here. So say, I do too. A pet is a great idea. And a cat. That's why we picked up Vibes the cat. And immediately turn the quest into Kai. And that will finish that quest. Now, we're going to mount our horse, return to the cafe. We actually didn't need to mount the horse, because we're going to head into the cafe and sleep. We slept floating in the air. It's got to be bad for the back. Head over to the horse, and we are going to return to Estelle's shop. It's a perfect time, again, to check for cake. But we're technically doing it for the Kai quest. So if you need to check for cake, feel free to do so. Otherwise, just run up to Estelle and say special item for Kai. Now that we have it, we're going to run all the way back to the lighthouse. Go ahead and just jump off the cliff and return to Kai. Who is not? Oh, there she is. Okay. I got worried again. As you can see, there are some animals wandering around. For now, we're going to talk to Kai and say, here's your giant lens. You get a quick little mini game. It is not inverted. You have to go up and down and just move the laser into that little crosshair. When it's red for a couple of seconds, the cat breaks through the log and jumps to play with the laser. When you get returned to your person, talk to Kai again, or don't because the game won't let me, and say it worked. And that will unlock you an achievement for opening up Golden Grove. Talk to Kai again. Ask if she needs anything, and she will tell you about the animals that are eating away at the lighthouse cords, I guess. So, we need to move these pigs. Pick up the first two of the animals you find and tell them to follow you. The third one you can put on your head. And the fourth one you will put in your arms. Just to make sure that they are following you. As you can see, one of the pigs decided not to. So, we will try again. They are both following me now. So, run over, grab the fourth animal. Once again, double check that your pigs are following, and we are going to run off the cliff. While you are down here waiting, feel free, hit right on the D-pad and select the lighthouse gone dark, because it will tell you when all four of the animals are down onto the beach. When they are, it says talk to Kai, so you can get on your horse, climb up the hill, and turn the quest in with Kai. And I believe that is it. Yep. We're returning to the cafe. Once again, you could sleep if you wanted to and check Estelle's inventory, but we are heading over to the log. And Golden Grove is now open, which should hopefully mean that Oliver was freed from his... He's just standing in the middle of Clover Coast now. That was nice. I don't know what happened there. Eventually, Oliver will make his way to the areas that you unlock. Of course, as we found out, the AI is a little weird. Run through the log, you will immediately come to the best named cat in the game, Electra von Snugglybutts. Pick up Electra, put them on your head, get back on the horse, and take a left toward the newly built bridge. When you get to the bridge, you're going to take a right and follow the path, and you will see Fox the Fox, who is a jerk. Pick up Fox the Fox and drop them, then get back on your horse, head towards where the path splits. Near that tree in the middle of the two paths will be Penny the cat, which is interesting because I too have a gray Penny the cat in my house. Off in the distance you can see Boar the pig. So go ahead and pick up and drop Boar the pig. Continue further in. On the left you will see Daisy's house. We are going to introduce ourselves to Daisy. If we get past the invisible trees, go ahead, chat with Daisy to advance a story quest. Chat with Daisy again to start a personal quest. None of the dialogue options really matter. She's a life-sized mouse who is scared of tiny cats. So we're going to help her get over it. Press B, talk to Daisy. I did the thing, and again, the dialogue does not seem to matter. You can, after that quest is turned in, just tell Electra to be free. And we're going to chat with Daisy again to get another quest. Quest is irrelevant right now. We have to go meet the other villagers. So, run over this way, and we're going to get Murphy the dog. Pick up Murphy and drop them. Then get back on your horse and ride up the hill this direction. If you were following the checklist, you would have to follow the path, because this type of direction is kind of hard to do with text. But there's a deer over here on this side of the pond, and we are going to pick them up. Pick them up and drop them, and head over this way to introduce yourself to Gabby, the penultimate villager. Introduce yourself, chat, and say I wanted to talk to you about something to progress Daisy's quest. Whoops, I pressed B. Chat with Gabby again. Need anything? Sure, what's up? Gabby wants a dog, and we are finally going to be able to turn in Yukiko. So turn around, pick up Yukiko, and talk to Gabby. And that is the end of our quest with Gabby. Get on your horse, ride down the hill behind Gabby's house, and take a left, and you will find Mr. Bear running around over here. So chop off the horse and go meet Mr. Bear. Once you do, get back on your horse, and we're going to return all the way to Daisy. If we can get past the trees. We are in the final stages of the game here. Although, you've probably already noticed, judging by checklists. if you've been following along. So run up to Daisy. Say I did the thing. Get through that quest. You will be given the cinnamon rolls, which if you have gotten all of the random recipes from Oliver and Estelle's shop, that will unlock the recipe achievement. As I said, if you did not and you still need some, there are still a few more times we're going to check during our normal playthrough, but if not, we will use the broom to finish those off, and I will show you how to do so. Teleport back to your cafe. We're going to head inside and go to sleep. Wake up, go to the animal tab, and scroll down to Clover Coast and add Piggles 3 to your party. And now we are going to get back on our horse and ride all the way up to Autumn's house again. But it does go significantly faster when you have a horse. Go ahead, chat with Autumn. If you did not get the Nighty Night potion, make sure you purchase it here. This is the last chance to get it, I believe, from Autumn before it's necessary. So select Witching Woods. Go through the dialogue. Again, I don't think any of it is different or matters. We're going to get a giant mouse to imbue with magic. It's okay, Horsey. You can slow down. Okay. Let's see. Where do we head now? Okay, so normally, you would go find Maya right now. The problem is that Maya is trapped with Ash and Freya in that mountain pass after the Owl Club was stuck there. So we're actually going to skip Maya, and we're going to skip Ash, and we're going to head to Estelle. So if you need the cake, you can once again check. Walk up to Estelle, check for cake if you need to, otherwise hit Magic Mousy, and Estelle gives you magic. We're going to hop down into the city here. And we're going to chat with Zin, who should be down here. Magic Mousy. Get through all of that. Stop and chat with Lee. Tell Lee you did the thing. That will turn in that quest. Head up this way, and we're going to chat with both Maya and Ash over here. So go ahead and get off your horse when you get over here. Chat with Ash, Magic Mousy, get the power. My horse is going nuts. Talk to Maya, need anything, and she's like, I think you should put a pig in your cafe. That's a great idea. Pick up the pig and add them to your cafe. Then go chat with Maya to turn in the quest. Get on your horse, and now we have to ride all the way up. Just wanted to double check, but we have to ride all the way up to Lumi in her onset or spring, whatever helps you remember it better. The game calls it an onset. I don't know if there's a cultural difference between an onset and a spring, but it is significantly faster to run up there with the horse. It would be even faster with the broom, but we don't get that until we finish this quest. So, running all the way up here. When you get up to the top, find Lumi. She's usually wandering around the spring. Magic Mousy. And teleport back to your cafe. And we're actually going to be running this way. Jump over the fence like a racehorse. And head back this direction to jump off. And return to the large cat. Get off your horse. Hit the view or select button, right bumper to your toys, and pick the big mousy. Now hit the left bumper and run up to the cat. And the credits start. You have about 2 minutes here where you just have to sit and watch the credits, so gather your things. We are heading into the final stretch of the game. And as you can see, Gargamel has captured Papa Smurf. We actually do not have very much left. The majority of what we have left is turning in quests and finding animals, and it goes by relatively quick. So, once the credits are over, you get dropped in front of the final villager. Almost there. We're about to get dropped. Okay, so the game did not bring us where it's supposed to. Okay, so hit the left bumper right on your horse. The cat's supposed to be right next to Rosa's house in the woods, and it is not. So I'm going to show you how to get over there. Follow this path in here. I've never had the game do that before, I have to admit. So, ride the Horsey and you'll see Rosa's house off to the right there, if you're watching the video. So we're going to cut across, get off the horse, and introduce ourselves to Rosa. And now we get a broom. Which means go to your animals tab and send Horsey back to Rome. It's just mean to try to have them keep up with us. Go back to the animals tab again and hit the left bumper. That will unlock your villager or social butterfly achievement for meeting all of the villagers. Go ahead and chat with Rosa and select flying magic. Then chat again and you'll get another quest. I don't think any of the dialogue options really matter here, so pick whatever you want. And she wants us to play with a black cat at night. We're not going to do that quite yet. Get on the broom, fly up, hit the right bumper to increase the speed. Now check your map. You need to find the mayor. The mayor is at her house in my game, so we will be heading there. As you can see, this is significantly faster than any of the other transportation options. So, chat with Kiva to turn in the unlocking everything on the island quest. And that gives you the achievement for opening the way to Witching Woods, which is weird, but that's how it worked out in the game. And now we are going to head over to our cafe because we're going to visit Autumn, but if you just noticed, Autumn purchased something from our cafe. So, head to the cafe, and this is actually not great for us, but it's not terrible either. So, talk to Autumn, say Rosa created flying magic, and Autumn is going to upgrade the big small potion so that it works on birds. Since we have a bird in our cafe, we are fine. Go ahead and pick up Raven and go to your potions tab and use the big small potion to get an achievement. You don't have to ride the bird. I just leave it as is. If Autumn is on her mountain, you also have the bird hopping around at the top of her mountain. I specifically left that bird there so that you can do that. And just talk to her up there and then use the big small potion on the bird that is hopping around near her house. So either way works. Whatever ends up working out for you is fine. Head upstairs and sleep just for the heck of it. Go downstairs, chat with Autumn, say bird big, and that will end that quest. Again, you can also... I actually forgot to do that before I slept, but it doesn't really matter. In all likelihood, you're not going to run into Autumn in the cafe, but that's all we have to do with Autumn now. We are now going to return to where the big cat was laying, and we're going to focus on the animals that are in the Witching Woods. So fly up over here. When the path turns to the left and goes over and down a hill, you'll find Tiny the cat. Pick up Tiny, put them down, get back on the broom, and go ahead a little bit to find a cat in an inverted color bubble. Pick them up, drop them, head forward to find the large corgi. Ranger, I believe, is their name. And then continue forward to Rosa's house to find Boots the cat with an E, I think. Yeah. So, if you can pick them up, go ahead and do so and drop them. Now, grab your broom, head back along the path and take a left, and you will see Roly Poly the cat. Maybe. There they are. Rolling around over here. So pick them up and drop them, and now head over to the left side of the path to find Black Cat, the cat. First, pick them up and drop them. Now hit the view back select button, whatever it is, and select the Nighty Night potion. Hit view back again, go to your toy tab, and select the toy on string, and hit the left bumper next to the black cat. And now you have played with a black cat to get that quest taken care of. Make sure that Rosa has returned to her house, and then return to Rosa to turn that quest in. Tell her I did the thing. Now talk to her again. We have to fly over to Daisy in Golden Grove, so go ahead and do that real quick. With the broom, it happens very fast. Daisy should be off to the right of her house in the woods. Chat with her, say I wanted to talk to you about something, and choose whatever dialogue you want. And now we return to Rosa. I did the thing. It does not matter what you pick here. I know because I've picked both options. And that gets the final quest from Rosa turned in. So return to where you found the black cat, and wandering by the pond over here is Myspace the cat, so pick them up. Return to your broom, and head up to the left up the hill to find a path. At the top here, you will find Ghost Dog wandering around, so grab them. And then fly back off down to the path over here and through the rock path. Look up and you will remember the giant colorful cat. Now that we can fly, we can get up to them, and you have to mount them in order for them to count. So just mount them and jump off and walk around a little bit. You can either go into the animal tab just to make sure it counted, but remember it's the forest spirit cat in Heart Village. So just to make sure that it shows up in your list. And once it does, you can get off. We're now going to fly all the way over to Cutie City. There is a tall purple building in the center of town that has a cat roaming the rooftop. That worked out well. Pick up the cat, drop him, get on the broom, fly straight down to Zin, and chat with Zin to get your final quest. Zin doesn't know where their pet has gone, and she thinks she left them with Rosa in the Witching Woods, so we're going to return to Rosa. Again, we have the broom, so this is significantly quicker. Chat with Rosa, who says that Zin is... Chat with Rosa, I wanted to talk to you about something. Who says that Zin has a habit of leaving her pet under her hat and forgetting, and now we get to fly all the way back to Cutie City and speak with Zin. Get off the broom, chat with Zin, who doesn't believe you. Go ahead and open up the Quests or Animals tab, and then tab over to Townsfolk to get your Every Quest Completed achievement. And that should just leave you for every animal. And luckily, Mr. Snuggles is wandering right next to where Zin is. Pick up Mr. Snuggles, drop them down, and open the Animals tab to get your final achievement and 1,000 gamer score. I appreciate you guys checking out the guide. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. This is my second one. I also have a really good guide for Wilmot's Warehouse that drops the completion by a significant amount, so I'd appreciate you checking that out. For those of you that still need recipes, I will show you how to get them. So, use the potion to teleport back to your cafe, and go ahead, run inside and sleep. As a quick note, I did try to reset shop inventory using the day and night potions, and it does not work. So go ahead and sleep, and now check your map. We need to figure out where Oliver is, and we need to figure out where Estelle is. Oliver is in town, and so is Estelle. Perfect. Run outside. Wait for the brim to catch up, and we just have to fly into town and check their inventories. And that's what you're gonna do until you get the achievement. You'd run in, talk to Oliver, what's for sale, check for recipes, run over to Estelle, what's for sale, check for the cake. If you get some or still need more, go back to your cafe, sleep, and repeat the process until you get your final recipes. And there you go. That is it. That is all that you need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, if there are any questions or comments, let me know below. I appreciate you guys using the guide. And I'm hoping to bring you guys some more good content, so I'd appreciate if you would give me some support. So, I will be uploading all this content in a text guide as well on my website, so I'd appreciate if you would check the website out, and if you prefer that option as well. If otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video, which I haven't decided what that's going to cover, but I appreciate your time. There will be more content coming, and I will see you guys soon.